jesting.
doesn't.
I'm just straight jesting. You need to get used to it because he be saying things.
Tell him, can you say my name?
No, he can only say not recording.
No, I want him to say my name.
Yeah. No, believe you me, if I could control what he said every time I started up the recording, he would not be saying not recording.
He would be reclaiming some slurs.
He would be reclaiming slurs and going, Awaga.
You start recording, it just says Awaga
Awaga.
in that fucking delicious baritone he has. Get it, baritone, because he's a bear.
Who?
The fucking, Chance, whatever his name is, the bear.
What's his name? What's his name?
Christian?
It says all over the chat.
Oh, Craig?
What did you just say?
You know?
No,
Krieg?
no, what did...
Thank you for
Creek?
releasing
Crick?
me.
No, Krieg.
Good old Krieg.
You know, the German word for, what is it, war?
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say. So that's cool. Let's just have a bore moment. Not anymore. How was your bore moment? How did you feel?
Have you ever had, like, soggy oatmeal before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay.
You know, I was just making sure.
Just checking. Do you let your cereal marinate in the milk for a little while before you eat it?
If I'm having grape nuts, absolutely. If I'm having literally anything else, no.
If you're having what?
Grape nuts.
What?
Have you never had grape nuts?
No.
It's like a bran cereal, but they're not flakes. They're little, like, crunchy bits.
And they're called grape nuts.
Yeah. They're not grape flavored and they don't look like grapes. They're also not from nuts.
No, I've never
Hey,
seen that
it looks
before.
kinda.
Don't talk to him.
Why?
Don't talk to
Charge
him.
them and flame them.
His
We are
name's
Why?
friends
Bubba.
after all.
Oh, dude. That face, that pose, the
Oh,
ambiance,
dude.
the cadence, the Candace,
Yeah?
the Cece.
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck is Cece?
Who the fuck is that?
Who even is that?
Pizza?
Pizza woman. She makes
Yeah.
pizza. Did you know that you can apparently order CCs to be like delivered to you?
No way.
Yeah, so like what I don't understand is why the fuck would I want that?
When I could go to CC's and experience it there.
Like the only reason to go to CC's is because it's a buffet. Like no one is like, man,
Yeah.
I really want some CC's pizza.
Yeah.
No one ever said that.
Not once.
Not once, not even.
By the
Like,
way,
yeah,
I've never gone
what?
to a CC's and had there be like more than 4 people there.
Oh yeah, no, they exist
They are
separately
never
from
full.
the space-time continuum.
Dude, that's just like my fucking my Cracker Barrel theory.
Yeah,
Like it's a pocket dimension.
I think they exist in neighboring pocket dimensions.
Yeah,
Like they're adjacent.
exactly.
That's why
Like
you never see anyone walk out the back door of a Cracker Barrel or a CC's because if you go through the back door, you end up in the other restaurant.
yeah.
You should
Like
explain
every
your
Cracker
Cracker Barrel
Barrel.
theory.
Okay, so every Cracker Barrel is an interconnected pocket dimension. Like you walk into like the main gift shop foyer place, it's the same smell, they sell the same things. You get seated in a dimly lit room no matter what time of day it is. It could be like 10 in the morning, full sunlight, middle of July. It is dim in that room. Your servers are always either like late high school age or like college age. Like there's never like a middle-aged server, you know? You never see anyone in the kitchen, and all of the other people besides you are like excessively elderly people. And it's like quiet. Like it's like weirdly quiet. and then when you're done with your meal, like you feel like you're going to explode. Like it just sits in you, you know, like all of the carbs, they just like absorb your life force, and then you leave. But the thing about Cracker Barrel is, there's no Cracker Barrel that's like within 15 minutes of you. They're always at least 45 minutes away, like in the middle of like a web of highways. So it's just, they're just gates to a different pocket dimension where you can get like southern style food. That's just my theory. And
Like
you can't prove me
free.
wrong, so I'm right.
That's true. If there's no evidence that you're wrong, that means you're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right until proven wrong. Oh, dude, sex number gems.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
That's so baller money of me. That's so Cash Skrillington.
Cash Skrillington.
Cash Skrillington, man. That would be my
I
rapper
love
name.
that.
I'd be Cash
Cash Skrillington.
And I'd rap with a really shitty British accent. It's my rap
You sucked
persona.
my
No big
willy.
deal.
It was delightful. If I catch you in Gloucestershire, you'll get me a rifle.
She sucks my willy. It's quite delightful. If I catch you in West Buckinghamshire, you'll catch this rifle.
I fucking love that. It's so fucking funny.
Have you ever heard the full version of that?
No.
Yeah, it's like 4 minutes long.
That's a real song?
Yeah. I think it's
I
like
just saw the tweet.
real as a joke, but like
Okay.
someone wrote and recorded a whole ass song like that.
I don't know about that. I still really enjoy the what is it, like T-Rex Didactyl?
What?
You know that song? Like,
No,
it's this guy, he's a SoundCloud rapper, and he says something fucking dumb. I forgot the exact verse, but he ends up, like, mashing up two dinosaurs, and he said, like, pterodactyl or something.
That's when
It's really dumb.
that's when a pterodactyl takes too much Viagra and is erect for longer than 4 hours.
Erectodactyl.
Erectodactyl. Shit. No big deal. Ain't nothing. Shit.
Oh,
Hey,
I
so
was
you-
on the hub.
Yeah, hub.
I was
Go
on the
on.
hub the other day,
Okay.
and I was looking at this one channel, and I was looking at the related thing, because I didn't know that, like, it had, like, related channels, you know, like, I didn't know it was, like, YouTube in that regard. So I looked, and there's this one, and it's called Blue Pill Men, and I was like, I know what this is referencing, but I don't know the details. So then I clicked it, and it's, like, its description was, like, we're a bunch of, like, they didn't say elderly, but they're like, we're a bunch of older men having sex with 18-year-old girls, and it was, like, all the thumbnails were vile.
Excellent.
They were, like, old men, like, liver spots old.
I need you to describe your mom's deep lore theories about the progressive commercials.
Yeah, well,
So her theories on the progressive commercials are, like, Flo was and has been the mascot for Progressive for, like, years and years by this point. Well, recently, as of quarantine, Progressive has been putting out new commercials featuring new people. And one of the people is this girl named Mara. And she's kind of like, who's that one character from Parks and Rec? Like the Doomer
April?
chick? Yeah, she's kind of like April. Like, pretty much exactly like April, personality-wise. Only, like, less macabre and more, like, moody, I guess, you know?
Okay.
Well, anyway, so my mom, upon watching the commercials, has deduced that since Flo is getting less screen time and Mara has, like, a, you know, it's a commercial, so it's not like she has a fucking movie script to read, but she has, like, an equivalent amount of lines to Flo, that she thinks Progressive is starting to phase out Flo and bring Mara in as the mascot.
Okay, I have a in the same vein, the same idea as that, but not quite. That Popeyes is doing something similar to Annie. Cause like, you watch
Who's
a Popeye, Annie, you motherfucker, it's the Popeyes girl. Her name's Annie.
Oh fuck! Right. Okay.
So like, when was the last time you saw a Popeyes commercial and it had Annie in it?
Now that you mention it, like years.
Like anymore, it's just the orange screen with a bunch of text, and every once in a while you'll have like a fucking Popeyes fan attest how good it is, you know?
Yeah.
Well, back a few years ago, Popeyes had a campaign, for like a month about, you know, how much they love chicken, which they called Love That Chicken Month.
Oh my god, love that chicken month.
And
I
as you can
remember that.
imagine, you know, they're a New Orleans themed company, so there was a lot of
Themed, not based.
there was a lot of gentlemen in the ads, if you will, you know, just
Oh, okay.
gentlemen.
Okay.
So they got in a little bit of trouble for that, and ever since
Love
then they've kind of
that.
been phasing out Annie.
No.
Yeah. Which sucks, because like you can't have your Popeyes without your Annie. How are you gonna do
Yeah,
that?
like Annie was like synonymous with Popeyes.
Yeah. Annie is her. It's Annie Popeyes. It's her last
Yeah.
name. Everyone knows that. Like you go into Popeyes and there's the picture of her. It's right there. It's like taking Wendy away from Wendy's.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Wendy's commercials very briefly featured Wendy herself, and then they replaced her with a hot young redhead instead, so the commercials would do better?
Yeah, and then in one of those commercials, they had this guy who was like eating Wendy's like a boss.
Oh, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
and it was awful. It was like after Impact memes had like just like died, you know?
Yeah.
God.
I'm all over.
Does Wendy's even make commercials anymore?
Yeah, but I think they're just your typical like narrator talking over food.
Dude, I can't even remember the last time I saw a fucking commercial. I mean, like, other than Hulu, but that's like the same as YouTube ads. Like, it's you see stuff that's like kind of personalized to you, you know?
Yeah.
But like, because I haven't had like to watch an ad since like when TiVo got like really popular and cheap to the point where everyone had it. I think that was probably the last time I actually watched an ad. And then one of the streaming services I have now has like normal ads, but it's not hooked up to my account. So it's hooked up to, I think, Terrence's dad's email that I guess he doesn't use very much. So like the ads aren't personalized, it's just a bunch of random crap. And like
Yeah.
it's so weird to just watch random fucking ads. I don't know what oh shit. Probably not that. After like a solid decade of not watching them.
Yeah. God. Yeah, like every now and then I'll get a commercial like, you know, on whatever streaming platform I'm watching.
Right.
And sometimes it'll just be like wrong. Like you didn't hit your target audience. Like I don't know. Dude, like my downstairs neighbors keep thinking I'm Hispanic, and apparently YouTube does too, because I keep on getting ads that are like in Spanish, and I'm like,
I do too.
I don't speak that.
It fucking sucks, because like every once in a while there'll be an ad for something I'm actually interested in, and it's always in Spanish.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I appreciate the essence.
I vibe with the fact that you're trying to relate to me, but I need you to do it in English.
Yeah, like I don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry. I would if I could. I don't speak it though.
I'm just not gifted enough to speak Spanish.
I don't think I have like the gene to learn other languages. Like I suck at speaking German. I took it for fucking like 5 years. Um, I suck at speaking it. Like if you told me to like say something in German, I would not be conversational. But if you put like a paragraph of German text in front of me, I would be able to get the gist of what was being said. I can't speak it for whatever reason, but reading it, my comprehension is so much higher. It's weird.
I'm just the opposite, but I'm pretty sure that's just because I'm dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can speak German super good, but you can't read it for shit.
Yeah, except for I can't speak German.
What language then?
Actually, Spanish. I do know some Spanish. I know a little bit of
Fucking
red.
dipshit. Yeah, okay.
Little.
I mean, you are.
Yes. You am. Actually.
Yes.
You know, why don't you watch your grammar there?
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be really fun the first time we play a game that doesn't have voice acting and I have to read shit. Cause like, you've heard me try to read before out loud.
Oh yeah.
You know what an experience it is. Oh, he killed me. That's bullshit.
He did kill you, I saw that.
That's straight up stupid.
It is,
Like-
it is.
The first time we play a Pokemon game, because I know we're gonna end up playing one of those soon, probably.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be an experience because you have to read everything that everyone says. Did
Yeah.
you ever finish your playthrough of Heart Gold?
Yeah, I finished Heart Gold.
I don't think I
Wait,
ever finished it.
Fuck. I got to the Elite Four, and I got right up to, fuck, what's his name? The dragon. The
Lance?
dragon guy. Yeah, I got right up to Lance. And, like, my team, like, they were able to, like, scrape by the skin of their teeth, all throughout the rest, but I just couldn't beat Lance.
Yeah. I never beat that, and I never beat the first Black and White games.
The Black and White games are pretty fun. Dude, the Genesis fight is so hard. At least it was for me.
I beat the second ones, but like when those games came out, I was like right at that age where like I was kind of out of Pokemon, like as much as I ever got. I never really got out of it, and I was also still like decently young to the point where like a game with a deep meaning like that one had was kind of hard to keep my attention.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember those games at all, but I'd love to play them again.
They're the last of like not hard, but the hard by comparison Pokemon games.
I've heard that people actually think that the first ones are pretty hard.
Well, no, I'm saying like the Black and White games are the last of the games that like show difficulty.
Yeah.
Because once they jumped over to 3D, it was like a fucking cakewalk. Like I remember getting, what was it, like X and Y, like those were the first 3D ones. I remember getting those and like taking 2 days, I think, to beat the whole game. And I remember sitting there and I was like, what? Like I've never been this good at a game before. So I Googled it and I was like, oh, is this game just like shorter than the other ones? And everything I found was like, oh, this game is getting like shit on because it was so easy. And the general consensus was it was made to be more accessible to a younger audience, which I get that, but they really dropped the ball for the older fans because it was like playing a game for children. Which, well, I mean, Pokemon isn't like, you know, it's, I guess, for kids, but they kind of really shat on their older fans.
It seems like around at X and Y actually is when like they kind of restarted the series for the next generation, because like, you know, you had the first game and then the second one and then the third one, and then when you get to Diamond and Pearl, it's, I think, at least easier than Gen 3. And then like it progressively gets a little bit harder over Black and Black 2. And then now it's restarted again. And I think that Sword and Shield, like, comparative to the old games, no, it's not hard at all. But compared to like X and Y or Sun and Moon, is a little bit harder.
Yeah,
Like,
I will
if
agree.
it weren't for the fact that it just flat out tells you what is going to be super effective against the Pokemon you're fighting, I would have actually had a decently hard time with that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's, man, just like the complete whiplash I had of being like, oh, I'm really good at this game. I'm making record time, you know, for my playthroughs. And then like looking it up and then being like, oh, it's meant to be this easy.
You
Okay.
you like to explore a lot when you're playing, don't you?
Oh, dude, I love to explore.
Okay, so like I didn't explore at all. And I think the game took me about 14 hours. Cuz like I mean
Really?
I was just running straight through it. And you know, that's the first game where you have the XP share where you know, everyone gets XP. So I didn't ever have to stop to level grind. So like yeah, I was able to just run straight through.
Wait, no, I thought in the Black and White games your XP share gives it to everyone.
Does it?
I think.
Maybe it does in the second one, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't in the first.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
I don't know. It might. I actually couldn't say. It's been so long since I played them.
Yeah. And after a while, like the XP share just kind of like becomes obsolete.
Yeah.
Unless you're like purposely like training a low-level Pokemon.
I've never played Fire Red or Leaf Green.
Yeah, neither have I. I'm not afraid to admit that they were before my time, and I don't really want to downgrade my system to play them.
Because I had Ruby, which came out about the same time, I think. But I don't know. I just because like Kanto's my least favorite region too. It's just I don't feel like there's really anything special about it. But like I've come to love the first gen games for what they are, and I'd like to play Fire Red Leaf Green at some point just to see what it is, because like people apparently don't like that game. Like that was the first game that was pretty widely like, yeah, this is a cop out.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really care for like the earlier generations because that's before the regions became like signature to themselves, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's before they had like an identity. Like in what is it? Which one is Heart Gold and Soul Silver in?
That's Johto.
Yeah, like Johto, it has a very like, what's the word I'm thinking of? It has a very not antiquated, but it has kind of like a classic feel because you go through the cities and no matter which city you go to, well, other than Goldenrod, you'll have like this classic Japanese style architecture, you know?
Right.
And it's just very like, oh, you are in, you know, blank region. Like this is absolute, like this is, you know, like a hallmark of this region. And then I don't know, like you just each one after that, and Sinnoh also, which I think came before, but after Sinnoh is when things started getting like you could pick out what region you were in just kind of like by the vibe of the land around you, you know?
Yeah. Next time,
And
more
I like
Pokemon talk.
Hell yeah.
Get out of here, Craig.
Also,